morning, children. How are you all? Today is a beautiful day. It has rained here, and every plant is looking as if God has washed it and kept it for us. So, children, today again I am going to teach you how to read time. You must have heard your elders and people around you saying quarter to seven, half past eight, quarter past nine, and all these things. And I'm sure you must be getting a little bit confused. Today, we are going to learn how to say quarter to, quarter past, and half past. So, that is what I'm going to teach you today. So, children, the time on my clock right now, you know, it's 8 o'clock. Why it is 8 o'clock? Because our hand is pointing exactly towards 8. And our minute hand is pointing exactly towards 12. So this time I'm sure you have learnt it in your class 1, 2 and so on. So I don't need to tell this time, right? But I have to tell you quarter to, quarter past and half past. Okay. Now one thing I want to teach you. Children, if we draw a line starting from 12 and ending at 6, like this, something like this. Just have a look. If we draw a line like this, we divide our clock into exactly 2 equal halves. One half is this and another half is this. Right? So children, when our minute hand travels all along and come to 6 from 12, our minute hand has travelled half of the clock. Yes or no? It has travelled half of the clock. And that is the reason when our minute hand is at 6, we call it half past. Past, present and future, you have learnt in English. Past means beet gaya, guzar gaya. Do you understand that? So when our minute hand has travelled from 12 to 6, it has already travelled half of the clock, and that is called half past. I will adjust the clock and show it to you. See children, now my minute hand is at 6. Since my minute hand has travelled from 12 to 6, my hour hand has also moved exactly between 8 and 9. है ना? So children, this time is called half past 8. Earlier it was 8 o'clock, beta. And now it is half an hour has passed after 8 o'clock. So that is the reason we call it half past 8. I adjusted the time. Now children, look at this. Now we started with 8 o'clock. You remember? Okay. My minute hand was at 12. It started travelling and it travelled like this. It reached here, and when it reached here, I told you it was 8:30 or half past 8. Now it moved further and it reached 9. In the previous video, I had told you that this time is called 45 minutes past 9. Right? Sorry, 45 minutes past 8. Now children, you know that the hour hand is moving towards 9. It is about to be 9 o'clock. But 5, 10, 15 minutes are left for it to be 9 o'clock. So children, this time we called quarter to 9. Now you must be wondering, why quarter to 9? So I'll just tell you that. Children, I told you when we join 6 and 12 like this, the clock gets divided into 2 equal parts. Now suppose if you draw two lines in the clock, one joining 6 and 12, right, like this, another one joining 3 and 9 like this. I'm sure all of you can imagine. One line running across like this, another line running across like this. This way, we will divide our clock into four equal parts. And you have learned in class 3 that when a thing is divided into four equal parts, each part is called a quarter. So, children, each part is called quarter, right? Now, this portion is 1/4, and now this quarter of distance is left for the minute hand to go and reach 12 so that it is 9 o'clock. Okay, so we call this as quarter to 9. Okay, children. So now I am going to explain all these three types of times to you with the help of my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, and there I will give you many examples and you will understand it still better. So let's go. Telling the time. Children, look at this clock. If we draw a line joining 12 and 6, the way you can see there's one line here. So our clock gets divided into exactly two equal halves. If we draw two lines, one starting from 12 to 6 and another one starting from 9 to 3. So children, our clock will be divided into four equal parts, and these four parts will be called quarter. Quarter is 1/4 of a thing. So this will be first quarter. Okay, let me show you with the help of my cursor. This will be 1/4. This will be second quarter. This is second quarter. This is third quarter. This portion is third quarter. Okay. And this one is the fourth quarter. This one. The portion which my cursor is training, my cursor is tracing, is fourth quarter. Okay. So you are seeing two words here, to and past. Past means beet gaya. So I hope you understand. Past means जो समय बीत गया. So when the minute hand is on 3, 15 minutes have passed and the minute hand has traveled a quarter of the clock, and that is the reason we call it quarter past. When the minute hand is on 3, remember children, we call it quarter past, because the minute hand has traveled quarter of the clock after 12. Okay. When the minute hand has reached 6, we call the time half past. Why do we call the time half past? Because the minute hand has traveled half of the clock after 12. So it is called half past. Now, if the minute hand reaches 9, it means the minute hand has traveled 3/4 of the clock. See, from 12, starting from 12, the minute hand has traveled 3/4 of the clock and only 1/4 is left. So that is the reason we call the time quarter to. And quarter to means 15 minutes are left for the next hour. 15 मिनट बाकी हैं अगले घंटे के लिए quarter to. I hope you understand this. Okay, let us do this with the help of more slides. Okay, now we are going to tell the time quarter past. Okay, look at this clock. The hour hand has moved ahead of 12. Minute hand is on 3. So this is quarter past 12 or 12:15. Here the hour hand has moved beyond 11. It is going towards 12. Mind you, children, I told you in my last video, this is the movement of the minute hand, hour hand, and second hand. This is the movement. This is the clockwise movement. It never moves in the other direction. So the hour hand has passed 11 and it is called quarter past 11 because the minute hand is on 3 and hour hand has passed 11. It is also called 11:15. Here the hour hand has moved beyond 8 and the minute hand is on 3. So it is called quarter past 8 or 8:15. Here the hour hand is past 6 and the minute hand is on 3. So this is called quarter past 6 or 6:15. Here the hour hand has gone ahead of 9 and minute hand is on 3. So it is called quarter past 9. Here the hour hand has gone beyond 7 and the minute hand is on 3. So it is called quarter past 7 or 7:15. Here the hour hand has gone beyond 4 and the minute hand is on 3. So this is called quarter past 4 or 4:15. Here the hour hand is gone beyond 2 and the minute hand is on 3. So this is called quarter past 2 or 2:15. So this was reading the time when the minute hand is on 3. Okay. Here, children, in all the clocks, there is something common. Can you guess what? I'm sure you can. Yes, everywhere the minute hand is on 6. Yeah, it is on 6. Yes. So children, everywhere the minute hand has traveled half of the clock, and that is the reason we call it half past. It means the minute hand has already traveled half of the clock. So here our hand has crossed 12, so we call it half past 12, and we write it as 12:30. Here the our hand has crossed 11, and we call it as half past 11, or write it as 11:30. Here our hand has crossed 8, and we call the time as half past 8, or 8:30. Here the hour hand has crossed 6, so the time is called half past 6, or 6:30. Here the hour hand has crossed 9. It is between 9 and 10, children, exactly between 9 and 10. So this time is called half past 9, or 9:30. In this clock, the hour hand is between 7 and 8. It has crossed 7, and it will go to 8. And this time is called half past 7, and we write it as 7:30. In this clock, the hour hand has passed 4. It will go towards 5. So this is called half past 4, or 4:30. In this clock, the hour hand is exactly between 2 and 3. It is left 2, it has crossed 2, it will go towards 3, and this time is called half past 2, or 2:30. Okay, now only one thing is left, and that is quarter to. And again, children, please observe in all these clocks what is common. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, all the minutes hand are on 9. See, all the minutes hand are on 9. Okay, let us start from the first clock. I'm sure you people have now understood how to read the time. Now, children, only 15 minutes are left. For what? For 1 o'clock. Look at the hour hand. It is about to reach 1. So, we call this time as quarter to 1. But we write it as 12:45. It means 45 minutes have passed after 12. And we call it as quarter to 1. Why do we call it as quarter to 1, beta? Because only quarter of the clock distance is left for the minute hand to reach 12 and make the time 1 o'clock. So this time is called quarter to 1. Okay, look at this clock. The hour hand is about to reach 12, beta. As soon as the minute hand will reach 12, the hour hand will also reach 12. So only quarter of the clock is left for the minute hand to travel to make it 12 o'clock. So this time we will call quarter to 12. But we will write it as 11:45. Because 45 minutes have passed after 11 o'clock, beta. Okay, look at this. The hour hand is about to reach 9, and the minute hand is on 9. So this time is called quarter to 9. And we write it as 8:45. Okay, look at this one. Here, the minute hand is on 9 and the hour hand is about to reach 7. So this is called quarter to 7 and it is written as 6:45 because it has passed 6. It has crossed 6. Our hand has crossed 6 and 45 minutes have passed. So it is written as 6:45 and called as quarter to 7. Here in this clock, the hour hand is about to reach 10 and the minute hand is on 9. So what will we call? I'm sure by now you can make out. Yes, we will call it quarter to 10 and it is written as 9:45. Okay, now here the hour hand is about to reach 8 and the minute hand is on 9. So this is called quarter to 8 and written as 7:45. In this clock, the minute hand is about to reach 5. It has not reached 5, beta. See, it is still not reached 5. So this is called quarter to 5 and it is written as 4:45. And this clock, I'm sure all of you can read the time by now. This is quarter to 3 and it is written as 2:45. So children, how easy it is even to read time when it is quarter past or half past or quarter to. So children, I really hope now you'll be able to read these 3 times also very, very comfortably. Again, I would request all of you to practice reading the time as much as possible because this concept is something which we all must know. Henna? We all should know how to read time. Okay, that's all for today, children. Thank you and have a great day.